Hi everybody, and welcome to week 6 of the VGC Casters Cup. So we're up against Nick, or at AlphaFeeb. He's one of the Go Casters, so I'm quite excited to play them, or having already played Leo back in week 1 actually as well, which was really fun too. And a very interesting team for sure. Now Nick was the one who actually picked up our Chaladon, one of probably the best Pokemon in Regulation Set H right now, and really good in draft still too, because it's got so many moves, so many good abilities too, that you just don't know what it's going to be doing until it's actually against you. So there's a strong Trick Room mode in the Farigiraf, Toxapex, and the Rhyperior. There's a strong Tailwind mode in the Fletchinder, Pawmot, Salamence, Meowscarada, and there's a lot of self multi-hit moves for our Chaladon, which is quite interesting. You've got like Bullet Seed, Meowscarada, you've got Rock Blast Rhyperior, you've got Twin Beam Farigiraf or Dual Wing Beat Fletchinder that could all like activate stamina. So like I'm constantly trying to think about that when I'm trying to build for this. Chansey's a little bit scary too. Big special defensive wall. And Luminion, maybe not so much. Tandemaus is interesting. Obviously, Population Bomb is pretty strong, especially when combined with King's Rock or something that can increase its accuracy. But Tandemaus doesn't get Follow Me, unlike Mousehold, so it's not as worrying. And, of course, Nick had to pick up Feebas, hence his name, AlphaFeeb, which I thought was quite funny. So, there's a lot of prep for this one, so let's have a look at what I bought. So, you can see here what we've decided to break. So, Charizard looked pretty good here. Now, in front of Rhyperior and Toxapex, not so much to be honest, but actually, in a bit of practice, it was just quite great for just pressuring Farigiraf and our Chaladon as well. So, running the Choice Scarf set this week, with Terra Ghost to kind of get around Fake Out, with Heat Wave and Overheat, it's pretty good damage. Dragon Pulse, if the Salamence isn't that bulky, will get a one-hit KO. But it is close, so depends if there's any bulk on that Salamence, it might just miss. But hopefully we just get it. And then I thought I'd just run Dragon Cheer, because I didn't find it like a really good fourth move. But it could be quite interesting kind of dynamics there, alongside Garchomp to give it +2 special attack. And alongside Gallade, which this week is going to be Razor Claw to boost up the critical hit ratio. So both are quite good targets for Dragon Cheer. So I suppose it makes sense to kind of go to Gallade next. So as you can see, there's the Razor Claw. It's just pretty straightforward set, honestly. Psychic Cut, Sacred Sword, Trick Room, Protect. So I definitely wanted an option to either set my own Trick Room for Torkoal if Nick goes for his fast mode, or even to say reverse a Trick Room that Nick set up. Razor Claw with Psycho Cut just has 50% chance to critical hit, and if Dragon Cheer goes into Gallade, then it becomes 100%, and Sacred Sword's 50% then, so it's quite a good target for it. And yeah, Psychic and Fighting just has really good coverage generally into the entirety of Nick's team, honestly. And really important if Toxapex gets brought. Speed is for some interactions with Sneasel's Icy Wind, basically, to kind of outspeed a few of the threats on their side. So, makes sense to go to Sneasel next from that perspective. So, it's a bit of a weird base point spread, I know. So, it is Focus Sash, but what I'm really worried about is all the multi-hit moves. Now, there's no way I'm going to be surviving any Rock Blasts from Rhyperior, but Meowscarada, though, if it's loaded Dice Bullet Seed, which Nick has run before, it can get quite an easy knockout on Sneasel through my Focus Sash. Unless I've got all of this physical bulk. So that's why I'm running it. So I should be able to survive 5 hits of Bullet Seed, as long as one of them isn't a critical hit. Which is actually quite likely if there's 5 hits, but hopefully that doesn't happen. And the speed is just enough speed to outspeed Pawmot, because there's no way I'm outspeeding Meowscarada, which is obviously naturally faster. And then Icy Wind for some nice speed control. Triple Axle can get around Meowscarada's Focus Sash. And knock off good consistent damage and some dark type coverage into Farigiraf. And also quite good for kind of finding out people's items. Terrastella, it just enables me to kind of get a lot more damage out and get some cheeky KOs where otherwise I might not. So I think like Terrastella, Triple Axle gets Pawmot, I think. And maybe Fletchender as well. So there's a few kind of aspects to it there. So Sneasel, pretty good. Good support. And the other Pokemon I mentioned earlier was Garchomp. That is going to be a target for Dragon Cheer. And that's because it's going to be the special Garchomp this week. So, yeah, if you look at Nick's team, actually, there's a lot of physical hate. We've got Salament's Intimidate. We've got Rhyperior, which is super bulky on the physical side. We've got Archalon, which is bulky on the physical side and boosts up with Stamina with its ability. We've got Fletchender that can use Will-O-Wisp. And probably more as well. So, yeah, a lot of physical hate. So, Garchomp, if it was coming, had to be special. And deals some decent damage through here, as you can see. So, Earth Power hits Rhyperior really hard, Archalon really hard, Pawmot, Toxapex, and the Dragon moves obviously hit Salamence. So, that's kind of all I needed, really. Kind of that Protect makes sense too. Life Orb is kind of needed, because as you can see, Garchomp's special attack is 127 stat. Like, that's pretty bad. So it really needs to kind of boost it up with a bit more damage, which is what we ended up doing. And then Helping Hand, just because sometimes some of my other Pokemon need a little bit of extra help. And this is actually Ground. I've changed that recently. That was actually Ground to kind of help get the one-hit KO on Solid Rock Rhyperior, I think. Okay, so then we've got Torkoal. So this week, slightly less offensive. I can't remember what the special defense does, unfortunately. Something to do with Draco Meteors, maybe, from Salamence or Archalon, surviving that. And then the rest, just in natural bulk and special attack. So, I thought generally, if Nick sets up Trick Room here, that just stalling out with Yawn is going to be quite effective. There's not a lot that can stop Sleep. And basically, I was quite worried if Nick kind of went for a Terra Fire or Terra Dragon, and Torkoal was my only thing in Trick Room, that it wouldn't have much chance. So, hopefully this works. And Terra Fairy helps take those Dragon attacks. Meowscarada, I wasn't expecting to maybe bring this week, because in testing it just didn't seem like I had any use for it. I needed everything else. So, double screens, Trick Room, and Alluring Voice seem to make a lot of sense. So, with Terra Fairy, a little bit of extra damage, but obviously can then take on some of the hard-hitting and damaging attacks from Meowscarada. So, let's see how it goes. Okay, let's get into the battle. So, Phoebe sent over the Terra types. We have Pawmot, Electric, Archalon, Terra Flying, Rhyperior, Terra Grass, Salamence, Terra Water, Farigiraf, Terra Fairy, and Meowscarada, Terra Ghost. It's mostly what I expected, actually. I've got a couple of leads that I can do as well. Obviously, AlphaFeeb also does. This tends to be my go-to. Not the lead I was expecting. Probably not. Interesting. Now, Sneasel doesn't actually outspeed Pawmot, unless for some reason it's Choice Scarf. It's also not Terra Ghost, so it's a fairly safe fade out slot. Meowscarada's not as safe because it's Terra Ghost. But I am worried about Triple Axle. So I think what we're going to do... this. There's Triple Axle. No. Right. We may not be aware that Inner Focus needs the iron. Obviously that's very good for me. Let's be dropping them both through a Night Vision and Clear Amulet. It's really good. So that's behind a very strong position now. So I can quite free Triple Axle this Meowscarada. Now, it could obviously go for Terra Ghost and survive the attack. But that is where he's Protein, actually. Just go straight down the line. Ice type. Oh my goodness. I was like so confused there. Like, that hasn't Terra though. No. Well, at least this Triple Axle comes out. Yeah, she does. So, at least we trade 1 for 1. Got a decent amount of chip. This down. We'll have to get rid of Pokémon. So, as I say, there's a speed drop on that Meowscarada now. So let's get in Galley. And yeah, Meowscarada's most likely now range of my knockoff. I wonder if that's choice band, actually. There's that damage that's happened out there. Archer's in, it's Terra flying, which I do expect to come out at some point. It could well just be Power Herb. Oh, could just Sacred Sword. That's Toy Scarf, that's good to know. Much stamina. Okay, so maybe some dirty. That's not good to know, actually. Get the crit this turn, it's obviously really good. Honestly. fight for it. Like, I'll be able to survive one attack. Just get rid of it. What item? Maybe Power Herb, shot, maybe. It's too strong. Power Herb, Meteor Beam, maybe? I can't remember if that's it. No. I think it does. Yeah, there's the Air Slash. Where is select the shot? Where is it going? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Delayed. Yes, okay. That's pretty good. Right. Moderately in business. Imagine if I was Eruption right now. That would be sweet. Pulse. Ooh, still damage. Okay, nice. 50 times for it. Blade is actually faster than its arch, which is interesting. So it's a very slow Archaludon. It can't be stalwart, because like it's a sucker punch. If it isn't sucker punch, which was my sucker punch. Patrick, knock off. Axel. Probably not sucker punch. Trick Room. Good job. Honestly, great job, buddy. Okay, yeah. Skin of the teeth there. That was closer than it really should have been. Okay, don't remember the protein. I should really know how to say that. Protein. Okay, so at least we get a game 1 win. He's probably not going to make the same mistake and fake out my Steezy. So there is reason to bring my Charizard here. Still. Which is, yeah, also Joy Scarf. So, with Salamence being Scarf, I think that will probably most likely be faster, because my Charizard's really slow. That's just like a slow Scarf. does quite effectively deal with Meowscarada being what it is. So there's not a lot stopping Charizard Torkoal lead, is there? Like, especially with Terragoes, Charizard can, like, it's going to get something off. So I think we'll do that. And then let's bring Garchomp and let's bring Sneasel for some fake out support. Yeah, in testing I never really kind of was bringing Meowstick at all. It was kind of not running any particular role, so it's just there to be scared. Right. This is where I could pull out my cheeky Dragon Pulse. Salamence is terrible water. There's not a lot of reason for it to go here, unless you expect Dragon Pulse. That's the only thing. But it'd be quite a cool. So we're going to do that. Switching to trying to fake out pressure, see what happens. Now the Silence turn on, great. But, look out, this needs to like not be about the Silence. That's the thing. So Silence special leads to in that perspective. So fake out good, okay. Terra Ghosted. And I am faster. But yes, it means that he's both again. Good thing he's still okay there. But yes, good to know we're faster. Because that makes sense. So he's probably Scarf and then to then outspeed Sneasel. And I'm Scarf to outspeed Meowscarada, which is faster than Sneasel. So because Phoebe's team is faster, I've ended up being a faster Scarf. Which is quite funny. Salmon's really nice to switch out. So if we maybe fake out format, Dragon Pulse is really safe. Like, I'm going to do it for the minute. Charizard. Didn't give my fuel this time. No Terra's been spent yet, but like as you may have noticed, we're getting one. Torkoal's looking good here. Being able to hit this Rhyperior in and out of Terra for Super Wing. So now I could continue Dragon Pulse, but no. I want to just nail the KO into Format, honestly. Yeah, we've got a good amount of damage to the back. Charizard survives. That's not a boosting item, I don't think. Yeah. So it's most likely like either Soul Burst or like weakness points or something. Yeah, there's bricks. Yeah, it's hard to know what this is going to be. Terror yet? No. Now does Terra come out? Tricky. Green Terra Grass. So in theory, Heat Wave plus, Earth Power is looking nice. But yeah, the tech ice moves can always come out here. Like, Record could well be Ice Punch. And does give an easy KO, as well. And Helping Hand what? Helping Hand what? Being overpowered. Not still could have maybe been a Soul Blast. Maybe. But probably not. Okay. Whew. That's good. Right. Let's not throw this away though. So if we've got Quick Green, Helping Hand, we could still have something like Dazzling Gleam. And we still see no Terror yet either. So I'm going to overheat. Muzzle goes down. Frigoroth goes down to burn. So does that count as Torkoal's KO? I'm not sure. Either way. GG to AlphaFeeb. That was, yeah, like, I think I prepped for pretty much exactly that. So I was quite pleased this time that I was able to kind of come out on top this time. A few kind of dicey moments there. And a few kind of different moves as well would have, like, really shaken things up as well. So, yeah. GG's, and yes, yeah, like that's the ultimate week. So we've got still one more to go. See if we can make playoffs.